So in this video, we're going to look at how you can taste wine as a beginner. I'm going to keep it short, straightforward, and uncomplicated. So, first thing you need to be mindful of is your tasting conditions. Look at your glass, look at your bottles, make sure that the wine is served correctly, and serve your wine. So once you have your wine in your glass and you're certain that you have served the wine right, served the right amount of wine in your glass, you just look at the glass. So see the way I look at my glass. I want to make sure that I've got enough light, preferably something white in the background. Well, that doesn't really matter if you're drinking wine for the purpose of enjoying it. And this step allows you to be able to evaluate, or rather in simple terms, judge the color of the wine. So as a beginner, you want to look at the color and ask yourself, what color is this wine? Is it red? Is it white? Is it rosé? Is it orange? Once you're done with that, you want to just make sure that there are no floating stuff in the wine. So there are no sediments and the wine is basically bright and pure, clean. So you look at the glass on the side and you'll notice the legs that are on the side of the glass. So these are the drops or the droplets, if you want to call it that way. These droplets basically say to you that the wine has got some alcohol and it's got some sugar, and you really don't want to spend so much time thinking and wondering about that. All you can do is just admire them, simply just say you love them or you hate them. Brilliant, exciting, gorgeous, beautiful legs, or whatever term you want to use. So feel comfortable with whatever descriptions you want to use. The next thing you want to do is basically swirl your glass. So when you're swirling your wine, kind of just need to make sure that you don't spill. So when you swirl the wine, all the aromas will be released into the air, and that makes it easier for you to now nose it, to taste, to get hold of those aromas. And the next thing you want to do, you want to nose the wine. And look at how I put my nose deep inside the glass. So you want to make sure that your nose is deep inside the glass. And one strategy that you need to do all the time is make sure that you nose your wine with your mouth open. It helps to keep those aromas flowing. It helps to easily pick up those flavors, the aromas. Once you've done that, you want to ask yourself, how do you feel about the smell of the wine? Does it smell clean? Do you like it? Does it smell healthy? Does it smell like you want to drink it? If it does, what does it smell like? Does it smell like anything, like fruits, like anything at all that this wine reminds you of? Can you actually describe it? And once you're done with that, you are ready to take your sip. So here you're going to taste, and when you taste, make sure that you take a huge amount of wine that will coat your entire mouth, right? If you prefer, it's always advisable to pull in some air. It helps to get the flavors rotating. So this wine is one of the greatest wines I've ever tasted. So once you have tasted your wine, do you like this wine? Does it taste great? What does it taste like? Are you getting any flavors that you could identify? Are the same flavors that you nosed now come forth and follow through? If so, that wine really follows through. Think about the sweetness. Is that wine sweet? Can you taste any sweetness in the wine? How do you feel about the acidity on the side of your tongue? How do you feel about the acidity? How would you describe the acidity? Is it approachable? Is it high? Is it low? And then what do you think of the tannins? So tannins, we think about tannins when we are tasting a red wine. So in the middle of your tongue, you get the dryness that is due to the tannins. How do you feel about the tannins? Would you say it's got like low tannins, medium tannins, or high tannins? And also, how do you feel about the body of the wine? The weight of the wine. So would you say it's a light-bodied wine? Would you say it's a medium? Would you say it's a full-bodied wine? And also, how do you feel about the aftertaste? This wine that I'm having actually has a really long aftertaste. So how long does it last after you have swallowed the wine? Does it stay a bit longer? Does it disappear instantly? How do you feel about the wine? Do you actually like this wine? Would you continue drinking it? If the answer is yes, you've done well. Thank you for watching this video. Until the next one, be safe.